This is Hannibal here from thehannibaltv.com with a daily wrestling news update. A lot of people are mad about the Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest finish from yesterday's clash at the castle. Apparently, the cheapest ticket, they started off the cheapest ticket at $419, the equivalent of $419. Later, they dropped it to about 316. The show was not sold out, but people paid a hell of a lot of money to see this show. They really overpriced their tickets, and people were expecting Drew McIntyre to win this title. I'm no Drew McIntyre fan, but I do acknowledge he has fans, and I do acknowledge he's a lot more over than Damian Priest, and it would have made sense for him to win, but they had CM Punk interfere and cost him the match, which, by the way, there was one botch in the match where Damian Priest got his foot tangled in the ropes, and the referee and Drew had to help him get his foot untangled. But the other thing is, if they're gonna have Drew and CM Punk wrestle each other, wouldn't it get that title over? Which I don't think that title's over. You guys can tell me what you want in that comments. I don't think that second world title is over. I really don't. CM Punk is, I would say, after The Rock and Roman Reigns, I would say CM Punk is the third most popular person in the company. I would say he's more popular than Cody Rhodes. But they're not going to give him Cody Rhodes' title because they're already talking about Cody Rhodes against The Rock at next year's WrestleMania, which kind of makes all of these Cody Rhodes defenses meaningless. So it would have made sense to have Drew win and then have them feud and eventually maybe CM Punk win the title and get that secondary title over second world title, which is silly in my opinion. The other thing is Jade Cargill did not have her greatest night. She did lose the tag team titles in that three-way tag team match, but there was a number of mishaps in that match. As far as that, also CM Punk, he was also uh, he even though it was in Scotland, he did have cheers and there were fans hugging him and stuff after the match, and he was kind of like making fun of Drew, saying, "Ah, they like me here." So it might be something where, although Drew got cheered in Scotland, he's still going to be the heel in that situation because they let CM Punk play it up with the crowd a bit. Did they? I mean, apparently, I mean, I didn't see the first Clash in the Castle in Wales, but apparently Drew got screwed in that one from winning the title. I don't think he should have beat Roman Reigns in that one. Roman Reigns. I don't even think Cody Rhodes should have beat Roman Reigns, to be honest. I really don't. But if Reigns needed time off, there's no known time he's going to return, so maybe he just wanted time off. But they've been canceling house shows. Ratings have been down. There was more talk about this show on Google than the previous premium live event from Saudi Arabia with Jake Paul against Cody Rhodes. This one, there's a lot more chatter about it. So in a way, that's good. But I think it's had only around 100,000 Google searches, which is way better than the Jake Paul, or the Logan Paul Cody Rhodes match. That one only had about 20,000 Google searches. But overall, it's not like a lot of people cared about this one. Of course, AJ Styles, as everyone expected, lost to Cody Rhodes for the second time in a row, which I think we can all agree. I don't hate AJ Styles or anything, by the way. I wish I could wrestle him again. I was actually supposed to wrestle him a second time after our match in 2014 when he was New Japan champion, where I pinned him twice in one night. However, he ended up going to WWE, so that match never happened. But it was announced today that he will be wrestling Mara Fuji in Pro Wrestling Noah. So WWE having some dealings with Pro Wrestling Noah. Hello, Humble. Ibsen, the video of me arm wrestling Billy Graham in the restaurant. Oh my gosh. No comment on that, but they did call the police over that. And I did get booed in the restaurant. The people in the restaurant were not aware that that little skit was going to happen, and I was quite proud that I was able to get booed in a restaurant. But let's just say I got the hell out of there and met up with them at a McDonald's a few miles down the road because I had serious heat. Serious heat. Humble says Jade Cargill did not look good. That's what I've heard. I've heard it was a bad pay-per-view. I mean, apparently the best match may have been Cody Rhodes against AJ Styles, but everybody knew Cody Rhodes was going to win. So it's not like people were that into the match. The other matches weren't that good. A lot of people thought Sami Zayn should have lost to the guy that just re-signed, Chad Gable. Since he just re-signed, a lot of people were expecting him to win. That didn't happen. I don't like either of those wrestlers. I find them both boring, but overall, people didn't like this pay-per-view. And as I said, I'm not even a fan of Drew McIntyre, but I think he should have won too. It was kind of a slap in the face to Scotland. They did get heat for the McIntyre Punk angle out of it, if that was the goal. But to me, it's like this second world title under Damian Priest. To me, he's not a top guy. I got nothing against him, but he's not. I'm not saying he might not become one at some point, but if you look at the WWE top guys, he's not in the same category. Grandma Daisy, I did see Piper yesterday. I posted a video of her eating a French fry, and we had a great time together. And I have another video of her eating watermelons with me that I'm going to post. The Ragu Overlord. Yes, the Hardys are in TNA, which is either working very closely with WWE or secretly owned by WWE. So who knows? We might see Matt and Jeff Hardy in WWE. There was a WWE girl there was an NXT girl that wrestled Jordan Grace on the pay-per-view. I did read the results from the TNA TV taping the day after. It didn't seem really anything relevant happened, but good to see. Well, it still boggles my mind. AEW had Jeff Hardy under contract, and he was able to work the last 2 or 3 months after he recovered from his injury, and they didn't use him at all. One of the greatest wrestlers of all time. I mean, you have to submit he is. He was really over. I'm not saying he's like in the top 10, but Jeff Hardy's a great wrestler in my opinion. That was another waste of money by AEW. Grandma Daisy cannot stand Drew. I mean, I think he's overrated, but he's over. I'm not going to deny he's over. But again, he couldn't sell out Scotland. Scotland was not sold out. I think there was around 11,000-ish in a 14,000 seat arena. There were fights in the crowd after what Punk did at the event. Well, you're in Scotland where they like to drink. Actually, I have family from Scotland. My last name there's Nicholson in Scotland, but my grandfather. Here's a funny story. My grandfather on my father's side, who is a World War II veteran, his father was in World War One. He was married to a Scottish woman. Then she died, and then he married her sister. So I actually have a lot of family over in Scotland that want me to come and visit them because I haven't been there for a while. So who knows? Maybe I'll be maybe I'll be in Scotland again one day. Yes, Humble 85. AEW wastes so much money and talent. They're worse. Tony Khan is worse than ATM Eric. Somebody come up with a good nickname for Tony Khan. Like, share, and subscribe. When's the next time I wrestle? I'm wrestling in less than 2 weeks. I'm going to be wrestling in a bunkhouse stampede match. And for those that have never seen me wrestle, here's a clip of me pinning AJ Styles 2 times in one night when he was IWGP champion, when the belt actually meant something.
Quick moment to make that cover.
Wait a minute, Zayden. Here it is.
Oh,
There
yeah.
it is, the
Big old
nightmare.
powerbomb.
The nightmare. 2, and there's the first fall. That's how quickly, Zayden Storm, this thing can change course. Look at this again. Just out of nowhere, Hannibal went for the nightmare and nailed him. And that was it.
One and done.
But remember, the referee is down.
That's what you get for not paying attention, AJ Styles.
Look at this. See, the referee is wait a minute. The referee's starting to squirm around.
Here we go. Make that 3 count. 1,
2.
3.
AJ kicked. No, AJ didn't kick out. AJ did not kick out. Hannibal just won this.
What just happened, Nick? What just happened?
Well, it looked like AJ kicked out, but he clearly didn't, as Hannibal just won this thing and maintained the title in New Japan Pro Wrestling. You can open your eyes because the Apocalyptic Nightmare just beat AJ Styles in 2 falls straight.